All right, everybody, welcome back out live to Bank of America Stadium alongside Ashley Stroline. I'm Nick Carboni. Panthers coming off a tough 30-27 loss here at home to the defending NFC champion Rams. But Ashley, as we said earlier this week, you don't want to panic after a loss to a team that good to start the year.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only the first game, so you learn a lot about your team and kind of how you need to readjust.
Yeah, and a quick turnaround, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But we got to talk about Cam Newton. We just heard from the Panthers star quarterback, and the question was, would he be healthy? Would he be, unrestricted coming out in week one with the foot, with the shoulder? He only ran just 2 or 3 times and not for much yardage. And the shoulder, he did step in and drive some balls, but he had some issues hitting his targets at other times during this game. Obviously had the late interception as well. 25 for 38 when it was all said and done for Cam Newton here in this loss.
Taking the loss for what it is, and you hate when that happens, but I think it's time to take more pride in winning at home. You know what I'm saying? I feel as if, and they know they snuck one away. We can't allow that to happen. Anytime we play in Bank of America Stadium, we have to treat that as sacred ground, and we will be better for that.
Yeah, and I think Cam would also say that this team just made too many mistakes, especially in that first half.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A lot of miscommunication, but also Cam having an issue with his helmet. That caused some unfortunate things to go on for the Panthers offense. Got that lined out, but still in that first half, a lot of issues, a lot of miscommunication, 2 turnovers. Both of those, unfortunately for DJ Moore, involved him. One was a fumble. The other, it was deemed a backward pass from Cam Newton towards Moore. It was also tipped, as we saw, but the Rams recovered on both of those. Here's what Moore had to say in the locker room.
I mean, it's real frustrating. You've seen, we was coming back. We had big plays all across the field, from C-Mac to me to Curtis to J. Wright. Everybody had a hand in making a comeback, so we just came up short today.
All right, so DJ Moore putting it into perspective, knowing that, okay, when they needed it, they started to make that comeback, just not enough time to do so, and too many errors in the first half.
Yeah, Ashley, speaking of perspective, we got a lot of it in the locker room after this game. I mean,
Yes.
DJ had it. He's only in year 2, but we talked to guys like Greg Olsen, who's been here with the Panthers for 9 years. Gerald McCoy, who's been in the league for a decade. Ron Rivera, who's coached this team for 9 years. And they got to get rid of this one quick, because a division rival, the Buccaneers, come to town this Thursday night for a primetime game here at Bank of America Stadium.
Tough loss, obviously. Played really bad in the first half. A lot of mistakes, a lot of miscommunication, turnovers. Played about as poorly, offensively speaking. Probably played as poorly as we could have imagined. And against good teams, it's hard to, overcome that stuff. Yeah, quick turnaround. So get back at it tomorrow and try to get the 1-on-1.
But, hey, they played against a very good football team, the defending NFC champs, and to battle these guys to the bitter end, talks about what our opportunities can be, who we can be as a football team, and we got to approach it that way. I told them they have an hour after they get done talking to you guys, and we're on to Tampa. And that's, I told them that's just the way it's got to be, man, because it's a short turnaround because we play Thursday night.
All right, so a 30-27 loss, Ashley. There were some positives to take away. Jermaine Carter had the block punt, James Bradbury an interception. Christian McCaffrey, he's asked in training camp if he was an elite running back in the NFL. He kind of laughed and said, yeah, he's proven that. He proved it again today. 209 all-purpose yards and a couple of touchdowns as well. Had that crazy Wildcat touchdown, too. So definitely a positive the Panthers can take from this one.